Is the SUD Life Wealth Builder plan truly designed to build lasting wealth or just another ULIP with lofty claims? Let us find out the answer to this question through an in-depth analysis in this video. Hi there, welcome back to holisticinvestment.in, where we help individual investors like you to make the right financial and investment decision to reach your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. Now, before analyzing this policy, let us first understand a few basic details about it. So this is a single premium unit linked insurance plan. So some of the key features of the policy are it gives you the combined benefit of investment growth and life cover, and you can make a one-time payment and enjoy policy benefits without recurring premiums, and you get to select from 11 fund options tailored to different risk profiles, and you get to move between funds to align with changing market conditions or goals, and you also get to access your money through partial withdrawals when needed, and you can even invest surplus funds or windfall gains to make the most of market opportunities. And there are benefits like death benefit and maturity benefit. But in the unit link policy, there are also various charges that they deduct from your policy, like premium allocation charge, policy administration charges under the base plan, fund management charge differs according to the fund option you have invested in, surrender charges, switching charges, partial withdrawal charge, and mortality charges. So these charges becomes an added burden for the investor, because unlike many other equity linked investment avenues that comes with minimal or no such cost, these deductions can steadily eat into your returns over time, reducing the overall wealth creation potential. You need to consider this as a drawback. So some of the advantages are you can switch your entire fund value between different funds at any time. You can add extra premium anytime during the policy term to boost your investment. You're allowed from the 6th policy year onwards or once the life assured turns 18, whichever is later. So partial withdrawals are allowed here. And also in death benefit, they give settlement option which provides flexibility in receiving the benefit, and there is a one-time payment which is single premium investment which ensures a simple hassle-free investment experience. However, the disadvantages are the plan restricts access to funds during the first 5 policy years, and borrowing against the policy is not permitted, and the sum assured offered in this plan is insufficient to meet the essential financial needs of a family. So you need to consider all these things before deciding to invest in this policy. Now, as we have a basic understanding about this policy, let us move on to the analysis part of the video, where we are going to conduct an IRR analysis to help us make a more informed decision. But if you do want to know more about certain aspects of the policy in detail, you can refer to the policy brochure. So now, to calculate the internal rate of return based on the policy brochure benefit illustration, we are going to conduct the analysis. So for calculation purpose, let us assume a 35-year-old male buys this policy for a policy term of 20 years. He has decided to pay 2 lakh as a single premium. So the sum assured is 2,50,000, 1.25 times the single premium. At maturity, he will receive the fund value, which will vary based on the assumed return rates, which are assumed as 4 and 8% per annum. These are just for example purpose or not guaranteed. This is just to show you both the extremes of how this policy can perform at worst and best case scenario as given in the policy brochure. In the 4% scenario, the fund value is 2.62 lakhs with an IRR of 1.37%. So practically no wealth creation as the returns barely beat inflation. In the 8% scenario, the fund value is 5.87 lakhs, yielding an IRR of 5.53%. So even at this higher assumed return, the outcome is lower than what debt instruments typically offer. So the IRR analysis clearly shows that this policy does not provide meaningful real returns. So this can seriously hinder your long-term wealth accumulation process. So as this policy is not giving us the desirable outcome that we need, which is inflation beating return, let us now move on to a comparative analysis, where we are going to explore an alternative strategy in which we are going to use the same premium we used to invest in the SUD policy, but we are going to split it and invest in insurance and investments separately just to see whether it can yield us better returns. And also another thing to remember is the wealth builder policy offers a life cover of just 2.5 lakhs, which is below the minimum limit prescribed by IRDAI. So to make a fair comparison, we have assumed a life cover of pure term insurance policy of 5 lakh rupees. So a 5 lakh coverage for 20 years can be purchased with a single premium of 37,600. So this leaves us with 1.62 lakhs available for investment if you compare it with the single premium we use for SUD policy. So depending on your risk appetite, this amount could be invested in either debt or equity. Here, for better fair comparison, we are going to compare this returns with equity mutual fund because it also is a risk product. So we are just going to see whether it can give us better risk adjusted returns. So here the value after all those years is the maturity value 15.66 lakhs, which is the pre-tax value. So your post-tax value, which is after applying for capital gains tax, it comes around 14.06 lakhs. So the IRR for the combined term insurance plus mutual fund strategy is 10.24%. So separating insurance and investment clearly yields far better outcomes. While this policy locks you into low returns and restricted liquidity, opting for a term plan alongside equity mutual fund provides significantly superior returns and flexibility. What is the final verdict then? Is investing in the SUD Life Wealth Builder plan worth it or not? For investors considering parking their surplus or lump sum funds in the market, this policy may appear as a good option. However, its high charges and inadequate sum assured diminish its value in the long term. The returns are far from impressive and the plan falls short of meeting long-term family and financial needs, and it also has a high agent commission. So despite being named a wealth builder policy, the plan does not truly support wealth creation. Single premium ULIPs like this one are rarely efficient for building a strong financial future. So what you can do instead is you can invest in a pure term life insurance policy separately, which will remain the most effective choice for protection because it is affordable, customizable, and it provides you with adequate coverage. And for investment, you can focus on building a diversified portfolio across suitable asset classes rather than locking funds into insurance cum investment products.
If you want to read more about this policy, then you can definitely check out the blog post we have posted on our website through the link in the description. And if you want to gain more professional guidance through a professional financial planner, you can choose to book a one-on-one complimentary consultation with one of our professional financial planner through the link in the description. Also, if you want to gain more investment and financial insights through the leading experts in the finance industry, we also conduct regularly free live webinars through which you can register and gain these insights. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can come up with more such financially beneficial content for you. Thank you for watching.